we said no at live chickens the other day. We received from this a bit of, I don't know, shower gel from Amazon to jet skis to tires to. You ordered the 25,000 euro Valentino dress.
Who does that?
A lot of people in Sotogrande.
Hi, today on my podcast I have Anna and Simon O'Reilly, the duo behind Collect Corner, Sotogrande's friendly fix for last mile delivery headaches. They built a simple, reliable hub where residents and second home owners can use a dedicated Spanish delivery address, pick up packages on their schedule, and handle returns and DHL shipments, and even sort of printing, scanning, and secure key holding. They have basically turned a daily nuisance into a streamlined concierge-style service. Simon, Anna, you're very welcome.
Hi,
Thank
Charlie,
you.
how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Well, really looking forward to this, okay? Because you're newish to Sotogrande. You've been here a couple of, maybe 3 years even. But Anna, what actually brought you here? Simon, what brought you here to Sotogrande in the first place?
Well, I'm actually from Portugal and I've holidayed in the Costa del Sol with my parents my whole life. And in the last, say, 15 years, we've been coming to Finca Cortesin on holiday. We used to live in England. And in the last 5 years, we had a daughter 5 years ago. And what we wanted for her was what Sotogrande offers in the summer, was the summer friends, the summer camps, something I had in Portugal growing up and is impossible anywhere else in the world. And that's what we wanted for her. And then we couldn't get our pack.
So you knew Sotogrande because of being up in Finca Cortesin and visiting in the summer, seeing kids run around, seeing how happy they all were, and you wanted that for your own child.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Anna wanted Sarah to have the first kiss with an Argentinian polo player.
Why not?
No, but it was the summer friends.
Yeah.
It was the summer friends that I had when I went to the Algarve every year.
Right.
And the idea that there was some continuity and we were all from different places. So I thought Sotogrande was the only place in the world that actually offers that.
Okay.
And then one summer turned to another summer. And then we said, why don't we stay?
Yeah, and the international school was obviously a pull as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So you looked at Sotogrande initially because you liked the urbanization. How did Collect Corner come up? What was all that about? I mean, was that something you got bored?
We couldn't get our shopping.
You couldn't get your shopping. Okay, so you had a problem you needed to solve.
Well, Anna ordered 3 things from El Corte Inglés. One was a pair of shoes, very important.
Very important.
Very important. And it took us 10 days to get the 3 items. They didn't come
From different places.
From different places.
Yeah.
They didn't come in one package to home.
Yeah.
We were in all day, and they said you weren't, and it's gone to 3 different locations.
So it took us a week because of the opening hours. And then we were waiting for some furniture and a different delivery company would come. Mm-hmm. I said, why? Oh, we would split our deliveries. So.
Yeah. Okay. So for our audience who probably don't know what Collect Corner is, or the greater audience, could you explain exactly what it is?
Well, it's a private online shopping pickup point. So the idea is, instead of being a place where you go into 100 places to get your things, you pay a subscription and you use our address and everything comes to us. We have a great location, which we found thanks to our Pilates studio.
Okay, in Marisol.
Yes, Jovanka. So we started going there, used to go in the summer, so we kept driving, said this would be perfect because you can park outside. You have to come to this roundabout every day, 26 times a day. You're on the way to school, you're on the way to the supermarket. So this could work. And can we make up something that will be useful and help other people? And we started talking to other people, and we were not the only ones with the problem. And said, what annoys you? Having to wait until 10 o'clock to go somewhere, having to today, people say, what time are you open till today? Well, every day is the same, isn't it? From 9 to 7, we don't stop. So it was trying to solve my problems, mostly.
Yeah. Okay.
And those who had the same problems as me, which is plenty of people.
Yeah, it was personal for us, but it was also personal for other people. Yeah. And they were having a big pain point and therefore lost confidence in shopping. Yeah. And so by creating this, it suddenly resonated with a lot of people. And here we are 2 years later.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me, I live in El Polo, for example, and there's Valgrande, and there are other urbanizations. Some are happy to receive the parcels. Others are not.
Yes.
Where there's no space, perhaps.
And the management and the responsibility and the insurance.
All of that, yeah, all of that. And did you do some research? Did you sort of see what exactly was around? Or did you say, no, let's just go for it? And
we did. We looked what was around. There was like somewhere here, somewhere there, but it wasn't dedicated to it. It wasn't with a customer service. But it's not just getting your parcels. It's doing returns, it's shipping things. We now do keys, we do customs. So, for example, you say, oh, lots of people live in Valgrana. Yes, but if they order something from the US, it comes with 200 euros customs fee. The concierge is not going to help you. No, we have people who use us just for returns, or we have people, for example, who use us 10% of times. So they get normally their deliveries, but sometimes they don't. When sometimes they don't, say, drop it off, collect corner. End of story. So there is no further pay.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that worth €1 per parcel? Yes.
Right. And tell me, the delivery people must know you very well now.
They love us.
They love it. I mean,
they do.
Because they can park.
They can park.
They can walk out, yeah.
And they literally dump a whole lot of parcels in one go.
Yes.
Because they've got a lot of clients signed up and they deliver them straight to us.
And we get first deliveries. And if someone is needing an Amazon one-time code, the concierge can't help you with that, by the way. If you order a high-ticket item from Amazon, you need a code. That's not going to work. They will come later for us. If you want to do your return and your items are not there, they will come later for us. If you need a favor, they will come later for us.
Yeah.
But I think also the technology that we have to support the business is what the comedians can't actually offer.
Yeah.
Because we scan every parcel, we photograph every parcel, and the client gets a photograph of their parcel, where it's from, QR code. They don't do that anywhere else.
No.
And it is you go to some of these places and the parcels are all over the floor. There's no.
And you don't use your system. We will use the carrier system. So we try to.
Like in the back of the van.
On the floor in the supermarket.
Trying to find stuff.
You've seen it. Yes.
Yes.
No, but if you order the €25,000 Valentino dress, you don't want that, do you?
Who does that?
A lot of people in Sotogrande.
Really?
Yes.
For weddings.
For weddings or
okay.
handbags. But we receive from this bit of, I don't know, shower gel from Amazon to jet skis to tires to. We said no at live chickens the other day. Could we have some live chickens delivered? And then we're going to pick it up. I said no.
Wow.
Yeah, it's quite funny.
I mean, you must see a lot of funny stuff. Really? Yeah.
But we also see a lot of happiness.
Well, I mean, funny stuff is happy as well.
Well, they call us Mr. and Mrs. Happy because they know their parcel has arrived.
Yeah.
And they may be driving, getting their shopping, and they swing round, pick it up.
And we have people who come every day and they don't have anything. We said, well, just want to say hi or have a coffee.
So I see your advertising, I look it up, I go online and I'll be invited to subscribe, presumably, for a fee. And that subscription then is a month or a year or whatever it is. I would then use that address to tell my Amazon purchase or wherever I want to deliver.
Your delivery address.
It arrives, you
also use our phone number.
I can use your phone number. So
yes, if you don't have a Spanish, so they don't have to call you.
Yeah.
And in a lot of cases, quite a few Spanish retailers, you cannot place an order if you don't have a Spanish phone number, which is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it
gets to us. It gets to us. We scan it. You get an email with your parcel and all your parcel history. So if you had already 6 parcels, one arrived, you have the 7. You know how many parcels there are for you to collect. Yeah. And you can come and collect at your convenience between 9 and 7.
Fantastic. Do you have a special software? You said technology
sort
of helps it.
Yes.
Is that a standard thing, or is it something created yourself?
We have something created for us, and we love it, and it keeps improving. And we also now having a system to manage keys as well, which has been interesting.
Can I ask you how many subscribers you have? And is it only Sotogrande, or do they go from further afar?
Well, we're in the hundreds, so we're getting to 1,000. We have different types of subscribers. So we have clearly, which now is our 3rd summer, we have the summer customers who now use us for the 3rd time for a month or for 2 months, which has been very interesting. And now we have the customers that live here year round. So last week was the welcome back. Everyone was ordering welcome back. And then we have the customers who have a house here, don't live here, and they will come 3, 4, 5 times a year. thing. So they want an annual plan. They don't want to think about,
Yeah.
this. Or we have the snowbirds, which is something we never had before until. So
Snowbirds?
yes, so it's like for example in the east coast of the US, people go to Florida
Yes.
in the spring, in the winter.
Yeah.
And well, here we have the snowbirds too. They come from Sweden, they come from
Okay.
Austria, and
Oh,
they
I
rent
see.
a house for like
Yes.
3-4 months
Yes.
during our winter months,
Yes.
and they'll come
Play
for
golf-
those 4
play
months,
golf.
and they only
Yeah.
went for 4 months.
Okay.
Really interesting,
Yeah,
actually.
it is.
And it's changed a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I can see it being very helpful. I mean, we have somewhere a couple of Amazon parcels left or arrived after people we've rented homes to have left. You know, and what am I going to do? I mean, we phone them up and says, you know, can you return it? So, you know, I could now I know where to go.
All that work.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's a lot of work.
It's
We
not
have-
what we do. I mean, it's
No, you have better things to do with your time.
yeah.
We don't.
Very good. What has been the biggest surprise in the last, since you launched? Have you had any sort of things that, I mean, is there bureaucracy involved in setting it all up? Was there insurance?
No, we want
fire,
yes,
fire
we have
hazards
we have insurance. So it's everything being 100% organized and people counting on it, and that costs time and money. So it's we run an incredibly organized business, I would say, and we're training a team of people who are able to help people not just with the parcels, because can you help me pay a fine? Can you help me do my passport applications? We became a place of trust.
So it's become
Oh,
more
and the
than that.
community aspect. So people there's not a lot of queues at Collect Corner, but there's sometimes obviously there's 2 or 3 people at the same time. I say, oh, you're here too. It's been being part of something.
Yeah, I didn't think when we first set up we would have as many customs charges and handling all that.
Is that because of Brexit or because of the internet?
Brexit and America and the
certainly-
polo teams, we probably are the recipients of most items from Argentina and Spain. So all we have some of the polo teams are our customers, and everything but the horses. We haven't received a horse yet from Argentina, but all the parts. But we
You're
do.
practicing with chickens.
Yeah. No, it's something. When we opened, we had no idea we would be offering customs clearance services. We're very good at it. And
How does that work? Because I mean,
you
I've had
order
it
something from the EU, you get an email or a love letter from
from
Couriers.
outside the EU.
Outside
Yes,
the
from outside the
Yeah.
EU, and you said Spanish customers would like some tax, please.
Yeah.
So
No, I've seen it.
do the
because
paperwork.
The
Bureau
Couriers
fax.
do, the Couriers do it.
Yeah.
As well. You know, so
Yes,
they
so-
say you have something and you have to go and it says, what is it? It's a book.
Big-
You had to fill
€3 or whatever it is.
You have
4
to
euros.
fill in all the
fill in
forms.
all the forms, get all.
So
the
we fill
receipts.
up all the forms for our customers.
Mhm.
We charge €25 for that, and then we'll help them with the payment. So we'll represent them with the shipper or the customs agent in this case, and that's been incredible actually.
Yeah.
Something
good.
we never knew we were going to do 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But also we've been now able to offer it to people anywhere else in Spain.
Yeah. Well, that's the beauty of a new business because you have the core business and then suddenly you've got income streams coming in from various places, and all of a sudden your business plan is been very nice, and because you got all this
It grows.
added stuff, and
And we underestimated how many documents would be shipped from Sotogrande
from Sotogrande.
Yeah.
with DHL. From Sotogrande to everywhere in the world, which is a
Is that because people are working from home
yes,
and they
yes,
have
yes,
you know,
yes. And if you need,
And that was the benefit of us choosing DHL as our
Partner, yeah.
as a partner and us being a service point for them. We declined others, but we went with DHL because actually they offer the best service,
yeah.
and that's brought a lot of people to the business just to send, and then they
and it
realise
says, oh, can I get my things
actually
back?
I really do. I don't get my parcels.
So if someone comes with a parcel and it's got an address on it, hands it over to you, you would then ship it with DHL. Is that how it works?
No, we
Oh.
will go in the DHL system. We're not DHL. We will prepare the shipment for the customer. Usually what we do, we're so efficient, we like to think people WhatsApp us the details before everything is ready for them when they arrive. And then DHL comes and picks up 2 to 3
As
times
if
a
you
day.
were the client of the,
Yes.
of the parcel itself.
Yes, so
You-
we are
you
not.
just
So
sit there.
if there's any complaints, you have to handle with DHL. We hand off the parcel to DHL, and DHL gives us a commission for every parcel that's sent from Collect Corner. And we also get DHL's missed deliveries. So it's the only ones we get because they're 3 or 4 a day. If someone is not at home, they come to us. But we're not interested in getting anyone else's missed deliveries. Only our customers.
Oh, very good. That's why. Well, he knows me, you see, so he comes here. If it's something from over there, sees my car, he'll stop here.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then
He's
there's
a
the
nice
signature.
man.
Is
He
this?
is
Is
very
where
good.
where are
Yeah.
things? You know.
Yeah. Great. So Sotogrande community, you got your business going, it's all lovely, and you are, I mean, very much part of the community. I think most people know of you, where it is, you know, and that sort of thing. What is it that you love about Sotogrande? I mean, you mentioned the summer, but now
No, actually, we avoid the summer.
No, I think, I mean, just look out of the window, you know, the blue sky, the quality of life, the food, you know, the school.
Yes, we sold our apartment. We bought a house. We renovated it. Very happy with it. We had the best project, the best builders. Seriously, we had an outstanding experience with me being the project manager, and we're just happy. We thought, should we leave England? Should we give it a go? If it doesn't work, I'm sure there's no problem. We'll go back. My daughter was 3, so it was a good time in terms of school too.
Back would have been in Portugal.
England.
England.
We lived
Okay.
in England. And also the plus for us is how close we are to Portugal, how much more I can see my family. My family can come here
Sure.
for holidays, or we can meet in Seville, we meet in the Algarve. It's been actually
How
great
much,
pleasure.
talking about school, how much sort of investigation did you do? I mean, it's we all know it's a very good school. People talk about
No, we
it,
didn't.
but
So we didn't come here because of the school.
I understand that.
Yes.
You came here because of the sun and the...
And then it happened
Yeah.
that the school, our daughter went to the summer camp there. So we thought it was very interesting.
Before.
And then in our case, we had some Portuguese friends whose children had come here because of the golf program. And that was like an interesting reference because it was a very personal, people I've known for 30 years. They moved all the family here because of the school. And we thought, this is interesting. Fees were interesting compared to England. No, not anymore, but they were very interesting compared to England. We thought, well, she can have international education. If she likes it, if she doesn't like it, we can change. It's absolutely fine. But we just felt, it was odd. And we would come back after 3 months. Imagine we would come here for Easter, and then 2 months later we'd turn up, and everyone would know us in the supermarket or in the little shop. And that's what we never had in England. So there was something special.
Yeah, and she was lucky because she went to the school for a month or two prior to the end of the summer recess.
Yeah.
Before we even signed up. So she tried it out and she got on
For 2
well.
summers.
And then we looked at the school, we had seen schools elsewhere, but we just felt that it was right.
Yeah.
On balance, everything was right. And right now she's fluent in Portuguese, Spanish and English. She's not bad.
Age 5, yeah.
Better than me.
Yes. Sorry for the interruption. This is my tip. If you have a pet, particularly a furry kind, a cat or a dog, they are very welcome in Sotogrande. But before you move to Sotogrande, please ensure you do some homework and understand exactly what the requirements are. You need vaccinations, you need travel, you need chips, you need all that sort of thing, which hopefully most pet owners understand. But get to know a vet here, understand what is required, and I'm sure you'll have a very happy time with your pet here in Sotogrande. No,
comment.
I mean, I've had Rachel sitting in that chair there, Rachel Dent, and you know, she explained what the school is, the philosophy, the way it sits on a global basis, almost, you know, because of the type of education. These guys, he was at the school, and his partner was at the school as well. You can see that they produce really good, students that go off to university and then create their own businesses and that sort of thing. But it's different to where perhaps you and I'm not sure where you went to school exactly, maybe in Portugal, but we went through O levels, then A levels, then you had to have your 5 to 7 or 8 or 10 O levels before you got your 3 A levels, and at 16 I was suddenly into the sciences or
Yes, we had
humanities, and at 16 you had to decide whether you can be a doctor or a lawyer. This education allows you to go all the way really to the last minute almost before you decide what you want to do. Plus there's the bit of community service. Obviously there's a bit of sport. You have to do
a lot of sport with our daughters.
It's which is all healthy stuff, and it's a much more open, varied education. I think they go off to Africa and they have these projects which I suppose British schools are doing the same at certain levels.
But it's sunny.
But But yes, of course it's sunny. Yes.
It's a small.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference.
Yeah, but it's the international curriculum, the international
Which is
baccalaureate.
great. Which
Which is great because it also allows you to go most universities anyway.
She can go anywhere in the world wherever she wants. If we need to change at some point, she's ready to go to school anywhere.
Yeah, and it's a very international school with children, and it is transient, and it's fantastic. Fantastic.
Yes, we had our first abandonment with family we were really good friends with. They moved away. That was really hard for all of us.
Right.
No, but something we've seen it happen lots of times, but it wasn't particularly our close friends.
Yeah.
And this time it was, and it was different because you do become attached to people. But
Well, that's the beauty of a community because
Correct.
These are people that if something happened, they would come and help and whatever, and that suddenly someone chopped my arm off and it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
No, I've been through that. My children went to international schools in Kenya, in Colombia, and in New Zealand, and in Ireland,
Wow.
in different places because I was traveling all over the place. But the Kenya one was particularly good because the United Nations happened to have an office there. Therefore, it's backed by the Americans and the Canadians. And I was a bit concerned because I was going to Africa and the children were coming with me, and what was the school? And I just asked the question: where would this school fit in the US? And I said this would be a very good Connecticut high school. So, okay,
that's okay.
That I understood. And,
Yeah.
But I've seen you like quite a few of your previous podcast episodes, and that's the conversation, isn't it? What sets the difference with the Algarve or the Côte d'Azur? There is the quality of the education, isn't it? Where we have something pretty special because there's not just one school, there's 3 schools, and people come here because of whichever version they think is best for their family.
Yeah.
We know people that moved here because of Alma Forest.
Yeah.
From other countries because of what they offer.
I know. I have a client who's coming.
It's extraordinary, isn't it? And there's other obviously subsequent projects, that will continue. Alma Forest, or if you want, how lucky are we that we're here, and we have 3 options.
Yeah.
That best suits each family exactly what they want to do. It's good. Yes.
Yeah. So the Sotogrande is good for sun. It's good for school. What about sport? What's your poison? He's a golfer.
I'm very good at the beach, by the way.
Very good at sunbathing.
The beach, yes.
Yeah.
And lots of things.
That's a big sport here.
I know. That's what I miss. Imagine how depressed I was 15 years in England. So, but you've been back. You're back to your
Back to some golf, but I have to work as well. So that's,
don't we all?
Yes, but I also play paddle. Love paddle.
All right.
That was new because I used to play a lot of squash, so I have to learn a slightly different technique. But that's fantastic.
Yeah, we do reformer Pilates.
Yeah.
With Jovanka. She was one of the deciding factors of us moving here. Was what things do we need to have to move here?
Yeah.
I said we have even the Pilates we have, which is something very difficult to find someone very good, and that's been great.
Good.
And also private healthcare.
Okay, so the healthcare is good.
Tell
me more about that, because I've had very, very good stories, average stories, and sometimes not so good.
We are with the same insurance company.
As we were in
We
UK.
were in England. If you think if I want to go and see a doctor right now, a specialist doctor, be a pediatrician or I don't know anything, I can go and book it today and see them tomorrow, or even see them today. In England, if something happens to me at 5 p.m., there's no private A&E. There's no private. You have to go to the GP to see.
Yeah, no, I understand.
I wanted to get physio for something. I'd have to go to see the GP first, who then has to refer you.
Yeah.
Well, here you just phone up and do it, and it's part of your policy.
Yeah, women's health has been incredible. Like they said, for example, are you coming from England? Yes, we need everything. And we need everything every 6 months because we don't know you, so we want to see what has changed. That's been incredible.
Yeah.
An adult pediatrician.
Yeah, very good. It's very, very good.
No. Stephanie took a friend of hers today, because she didn't speak much Spanish, she's having a wee operation, to have all the tests done. And she's from Germany, and she had to have a blood test, she had to have a thorax X-ray, and or the whatever you call it, ECG, and an X-ray. And they're out of there in 2 hours. She said in Germany this would take an all day. Or a
few days, different.
Yeah, but even once you get your appointments.
Helicopters sanitarios. That service. Even when we're just here on holiday, we used to have it. Our daughter would cough. She would have something. Within half an hour, the doctor would be there. Come on.
Not for coughing, surely.
No, if a child is cough, I'm exaggerating. No, but sorry, we had something recently.
Yeah.
Helicopters came.
No,
you took it to the hospital.
Very good.
And
Well, I had the same thing with my knee. I was on the golf course and I twisted my knee and my meniscus went. I knew it was that because I've played rugby and it happened to my other knee, blah, blah, blah. That was the Thursday. On the Friday, I said, I'm going to have it scanned, and we were helicopters. Went to Marbella, they saw me on the spot. Yes, I have an insurance card, so all good. And by the next Tuesday, I'd had a meeting with a potential surgeon who was going to look at me, and that just does not happen in the UK.
Well, they're coming to you.
Doesn't happen
They're
that
coming.
quickly. No.
We had blood tests, routine ones, and then somebody said, "Well, where would you like it to be?" So actually, we were both working that morning. They came to collect one. We had a blood test done in the back at 9 o'clock.
Wow.
Because they'll come anywhere you want it within the county, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Or I've had helicopters.
service.
I've had helicopters come to see us at Collect Corner
Yeah, yes.
because I had my hand and they.
Yeah.
Not because of the job.
No.
But
Okay.
no, I did, and it was amazing. They.
Yeah, it's different, and and all these things add up to why this is a good location.
Exactly. What about restaurants? Because a lot of people, in my business, sort of a bit calm, it's quiet, it's everything else. And I ask people, well, what would you need? And well, in the restaurants, I said, okay, do you want a Michelin star restaurant every night, or you want to have that once a month? Because you can go up to Marbella.
That's what I
and
love
come
having,
back.
but I love having Marbella.
Yeah.
Half an hour away, and then I love coming back. But I love going to Marbella Club for drink, for dinner, or doing all these different things.
Yeah.
But then coming back and calming
relaxing.
down.
Yes.
Yeah. And the offer here locally is not bad.
No, but the food is fresh.
Yes.
And you look at, regrettably, the quality of some of the food in the supermarkets in the UK and other countries isn't as good as it should be. But here, it's virtually out of the fields into the shops, and you get fantastic fish. You go to the supermarkets here, and you can see the fish
Where it comes from.
Estepona.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'll have some of that.
And its eyes are still sparkly.
Yeah.
Sparkly
You
eyes.
see that, like,
and that lovely taste,
Yeah.
and I think that is
Yeah.
great. You don't get that anywhere else. You just look at the fish counter.
Yeah, or go to the market in Algeciras.
Or
Or
go-
go-
yes,
Yeah.
that's something
Yes.
we're keen to do.
Yeah, and there's some great restaurants, and they don't have to be Michelin star restaurants. In
Definitely
fact,
not.
I'd rather not,
Yes,
because
yes.
it's probably not as
Yeah.
the other ones are more honest.
Yeah.
No, and it's been good. Like, we go back to the ones we like, and we feel very welcome. It's been interesting. We've been back for 2 weeks now, and we're going out for dinner. Oh, you're back. It's so
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
You're so nice. It's just been
Well,
nice.
that's all part of being in the community, isn't it?
Yes,
You know,
yes,
that
yes.
you're welcome. People like you there, and you add to the community. You give and you take. You know, it's part of being in a village in some part of the world. This is our little village. You know, it's
But also
where we are.
discovering new supplies. So, for example, we work with a local farm, and they come and deliver vegetable boxes, for example, to Collect Corner. We can now help businesses scale quickly. For example, we're now on the lookout for a meat supplier, because there's a lot of people looking for organic meat. So we're going to see how we can help. And we may not be able to, but we will try. It's listening to what do you need.
Because our clients are saying, well, where do we get some fresh fruit?
Yeah, they come to us for recommendations
Come
about
for
it, and we only
recommendations all the
recommend
time.
companies we use ourselves. So.
The Blue Door.
Yes. Yes.
No, or Finca La Gloria, for example.
Yeah.
Finca La Gloria, you can get everything delivered, or there could be other options. It's finding what people need.
Yeah.
And we
There's
have
a
a place.
fishmonger as well that comes. You order it. I think you've got to go over €50, and he'll bring it all the way from to your
See,
house.
I didn't know that,
Yeah.
so that would be great.
And
I'll
it comes
try
in
that.
his refrigerated truck, and he'll bring it to. I know this because we had just after COVID, when we were allowed out a little bit, and we had a pod. There were 6 of us, and we said, "Well, I would breakfast for bouillabaisse, big French thing." And I said, "We need this, and where do we go?" And I found this guy, and he brought it all
I
the
need
way
to know
out.
that guy.
Yeah, we need to know that guy, please.
Well, when we're done, I'll give you the telephone
Thank you.
number.
No, that would be great. And also, we're really enjoying is Morocco. We've been going a few times,
So that's the other thing about us.
and
I
we're
mean,
ready to go a bit more.
Yeah, but no, it's. I've literally left my house at, I think it was 7 a.m, and it was 5 p.m. I was in Marrakech with my car. In other words, we drove to Tarifa, we went across on the ferry, we had lunch there, and we drove all the way down, thank you, France, for making these beautiful motorways, because we're literally on our own all the way down. Amazing this infrastructure they have now. And, we're in a riad in Morocco, in Marrakech, and, a few hours later.
Lovely.
But we want to try that bit just south of Ceuta, where the Royal Mansour just opened, St. Regis. There's quite a new hotels that open. And we're looking into that. I think they always have 1 degree more than we do, weather-wise, so we can go maybe in October.
You really are some washing better. 1 degree more.
No, but it makes a difference. Sometimes they have different weather.
Yeah.
And they have different beaches. But we've been going to Tangier a lot and with friends, and we're surprised how many people we know here.
Yeah.
They've never been.
I can tell this story. We can cut it out if you want later on. But I was going through from Colombia to the UK via Miami. In fact, I must have gone to Panama because it was Copa, then Panama, Miami. And I went into the, because, in America you have to, there's no such thing as
the straight connections.
You always have to go out. So I made my connection, and I was putting through the passport. And it was just after 9/11, but still an issue. And the guy said to me, "When's the last time you were in Morocco?" Morocco? Don't think I've ever been to Morocco. And I start thinking, which hotel did I stay in? I don't go there for work. I said, no, I haven't been to Morocco. So I'll ask you again, when's the last time you're in Morocco? I said, I'm really struggling to understand why are you asking me this, because I don't think I've ever been to Morocco. Person, red light, woo, woo, woo. Big guys took me over. Off I went. I was there for 4 hours being interviewed because he showed me my passport. It says, look, you weren't there that date. It was August. It was the year before. I said, I went to lunch in Morocco.
It didn't come.
And he said, you went to lunch in Morocco. All right, come here. And he really thought I was taking the piddle. And 4 hours later, I was allowed to go out and I had to wait for the next flight to London. But you can go for lunch in Morocco.
Of course, of course you can.
Yes, you
Go
can.
have couscous and come back.
Yes.
And that's a true story. Happened to me.
Yeah.
Which was I dine out on it a lot.
And Portugal, we're 3 hours from the Algarve.
True. Yeah.
That's
4.
3.5.
Okay. No, but you've got to get to wherever you're going as well.
Yes. No. I stopped counting when we crossed the border.
Right.
No, Lisbon is a bit longer, but it's so easy.
Yeah.
And Spain.
Yeah. So Sotogrande has been great for you. Is there anything here that we haven't talked about in terms of Sotogrande and the things you love about it, or maybe not love about it?
That's one thing I really don't like is the recycling and how waste is treated in this part of the world. That's the biggest shock for us. It's horrific.
They try to do something, but I think it's lip service because we have yellow bins, we have green bins, we have black bins where I live,
and people mix it all up.
Well, just look at the
This place is disgraceful. But I think it's shocking that we live in such a special part of the world and how unimportant this is.
Yeah.
That's something that has to change.
Yeah.
And they say, so the town hall doesn't have there's private ways of doing it.
I honestly believe I don't know what happens when they take them all away from the different colour bins. They will end up in the same pile.
Yeah, I think but so we can do something different, no?
I think there needs to be a concerted effort by everyone to recycle properly.
But people don't put it in the right places either, so it makes it help. But
other countries they get fined for it.
Yeah,
and they should do it.
For our daughter, she couldn't understand. So we have to mix. We don't. We'll separate everything and we'll take it where it needs to be taken. But she couldn't understand now that we have to mix the non-recyclables with food because in her life she's never seen that. There was always been a separate thing for food. So we went back to England last month. She was like, "Oh, we separate food." Yes, we do. Very interesting.
Yeah.
That I think it feels backwards. And
Yes.
terrible. And I think I'm willing to donate my time to help. Seriously, I became vice president of my community to try and do something about it. But in our case, we outvoted because 51% of people don't live there and they don't care for a month. But I really want to do something. And even for us as businesses. That's what I say.
Yeah.
How in Marisol, where there's how many offices, there is no paper recycling.
Yeah.
We don't generate paper, but people think, a box is not a box.
Yeah. But it's what happens once it goes. You wonder.
That's the second part of it.
That's the second part of it.
But if that's not happening, then there's no point doing this bit, because if they take it in yellow bins, green bins, black bins, and then throw them in the same pile somewhere else.
But if
What's
we
the
are
point,
in one of the wealthiest parts of the world and all this, and we're also concerned, There are companies who do this privately and do it. In Algeciras, for example, so we can all choose to pay and do it. Maybe it's, it worked out 80 euros per family per year, but private companies can actually do it.
Yes, yeah.
It's something that you touched this whole point.
But it's okay,
No. I know. It's
not
something,
everything
it really,
is roses,
No, it's not. It's not. And that's something
Yeah.
is really bad.
Yeah.
It's really
I
bad.
agree.
Okay, well, it's room for improvement, recycling, and how
Yes.
it goes through. Very good. Anything else that, in terms of being a couple who came here with a child and a school and a business, and it's it's difficult to criticize or to critique what we have.
No, we've also met.
We're
quite
in a
few-
bubble.
We're in a
Yes,
bubble.
yes. So it's not real, but we've also met some like-minded people. There's a lot of very.
Yeah, I think when you look at who comes to Sotogrande, we find, and I'm speaking with them every day, they are not people that would like Marbella.
No.
In other words, there is almost a psychographic definition of someone, rich, poor, millionaire, that prefers Sotogrande than the hustle, the bustle, the glitz, the everything else, the show-offness of Marbella. I mean, Marbella has issues. Traffic, for example, is ludicrous to what's happening there, and it's not going to be fixed for a long while, probably until the tolls are taken away from the motorway, because that's what makes every white van go down on the Costa, and that's what causes the traffic jams and everything else. But things here, for example, the one thing, and you're not there yet, but in 10, 15 years, your daughter will be wanting to go out, and there's nowhere
Yes.
for a child of 16, 17, 18 who wants to start experimenting with safe, amongst the, there are no nightclubs here. There is the one in Agora next to you.
But it's a summer.
But it's a summer thing, and they're not doing it every night, and it's so it's okay.
Hence why that family moved to Paris, was because of the teenage children. Whereas the children were not sporty at all. So they're going to stop offering
But I think Sotogrande continues to expand
and evolve, and there will
and
be.
evolve, and I think within that 10 to 15 year time frame, I think you will see some more changes, and I hope it's not too sudden but gradual. But if we want to go for a glitzy evening in Marbella, you can go for a glitzy evening, and Anna said, "Come back," and we do. And
I
that's,
love it.
Yeah, no, and
good.
I went through the pain of having to chaperone my daughters in Banús. I wouldn't let them go on their own, and it's only fair that they someone.
My parents did that to me in the Algarve, yes, and Kindred Like.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And you'd be in the bar next door, and they'd be doing whatever they do. You're there, and it's part of being a dad and a mum. It's what it's all about. We don't want nightclubs, do we?
I think there has to be something. I think there has to be something. It doesn't have to be a massive club. We would like to go for a drink out sometimes, and later after dinner, and there isn't necessarily a place we would. So for that, I would say, let's go to Marbella and do that.
Yeah.
Not that we're out till 6 or anything like that.
Yeah.
But that's why I really enjoyed Plaza Blanca the other day.
Yeah.
It was fantastic,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
end of summer party.
Yeah.
And if they did it once a month, I don't know if it's feasible for the businesses, if they made enough money, but it was great. Everyone was up. We stayed until...
They couldn't
They
cope.
couldn't
with them.
cope.
They couldn't
No, but
cope.
then
But they were
they-
surprised.
But
I mean, the
yes,
first one.
but
They
then
were shocked.
we left at about 11 o'clock. It was night. We had a great night out. There was enough
very good.
hours, and we were...
Yeah.
That was very nice.
Yeah, no, it's very good.
It was good.
Very good.
But
No,
we said hi to lots of
I
people.
think the thing about Sotogrande is that it's finite.
Yes.
There's a map. You can see it there. And,
Yeah,
and anything outside that is really not Sotogrande. And because it's finite and because it's got a general plan that goes back to the 60s, it's not going to change much.
No.
So where would you put some sort of a nightclub? It's difficult because you're going to have all sorts of problems. It's bad enough the After Polo that this year wasn't there because people complain
We're
about
not
that halfway up. And the Trocadero, when they get going in the summer, there's a lot of complaints going on about noise because people have been used to coming here, having peaceful...
Yeah, we don't have an issue with nightclubs at all, and we want for the next 10 years. So
Yeah.
we'll let others fight that battle.
Another has that.
Yeah.
And for example, having Agora in our place of business it hasn't really affected because they're open at night when we're not open, and everything is clean when we come back. So all the business is operating there.
Very good. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Can you ask me a question?
Yes.
Biggest surprise? No, in terms of customer things. I know I will. You'll enjoy this.
That is here.
Fine, go. I
The
know it's the companies thing. That was
what thing?
companies signing up to collect corner.
So if you need to go and collect something in Malaga for somebody, you do that or organize it for someone.
We'll organise that one courier because for one thing is important. For those who are not our customers, we only ship with DHL. For those who are not subscribers, you only have access to the DHL service. For those who are our subscribers, we work with other providers because we can organise that at different times of the day, and we can organise pickups. We can do it with Seoul, we can do it with UPS, all those things, and we can offer different service. We offer lots. We ship a lot to the UK, for example. Just letters, things with Royal Mail track service, 10 days.
Yeah.
And we also now have a new partnership with Couriers because of how well we're doing. We also even sell stamps, but only to our customers.
Okay.
It's true.
But that's fantastic. You know that you do have that service, and you're offering that.
I just want a stamp. I don't wish to pay €55 to send it with DHL because I just want to wish happy birthday. I don't want to queue. Here's a stamp. We'll charge you an extra euro for it. No, and we signed that. Couriers came to us, and we were doing this, and they're great to deal with.
Yeah, they're very good.
They've been very good to deal with us and very supportive of our business.
Okay, we'll leave it there because we can go on all day. So people can find you at Marisol.
Yes.
Okay, you are online, collectcorner.com.
ES.
.es, not .com. This podcast will be going out, people will be listening to it, but in a couple of weeks, I think. It is, okay?
Fantastic.
So,
Thank you, Charlie.
there you are, ladies and gentlemen. Simon, Anna from Collect Corner. Wonderful conversation. I hope you learned something about them and what they feel about Sotogrande and the good things we can improve, maybe not. See you next time.